So the question that then follows is, how can the institutional theory apply, or what are the applications of the institutional theory? Applications of the institutional theory. Applications of the institutional theory. So as a student of management, or as an interested person in the area of management, we have looked at the background of what the institutional theory is. We have looked at its background, how it was formulated. We have looked at the ways of achieving institutional isomorphism, with the result of ensuring that the organization is able to operate effectively within its environment. So one of the things that, one of the ways in which this can be applied is to inform the formulation of organizational strategies. The application of the institutional theory, one, it can help an organization to inform the formulation of organizational strategies. Given that we have had this challenge of COVID, and organizations have had to respond, then this is one of the ways through which, through the use of institutional theory, organizations can be able to bring out new ways and new strategies of doing things in order to be able to survive. The other way in which the institutional theory can also be applied is to help an organization assist an organization to develop standard operating procedures. So if an organization that has several workers, several departments, and so on, requires to come up with a standard operating procedure, then that one can be able to help that organization study that work environment internally and come up with standard operating procedures to be adopted, especially for organizations that have embraced ISO, for example, standards. So that, again, is useful. Then this institutional policy theory, number 3, can underpin research for informed decision making, underpin research for informed decision making, so that those who are making decisions use the institutional theory to be able to come up with findings which can be able to develop theory, which can also be able to enhance organizational settings. So this theory can also help in the creation of organizational structures, help in the creation of organizational structures. So here you are talking about departments, you are talking about sections, you are talking about branches. So you want to create a branch, you want to create a section, you want to create a team. So the institutional theory can also be able to assist an organization to make those particular decisions. Then when it comes to creation of norms, rules, and regulations, these institutional theory can assist so that an organization can be able to develop norms, rules, regulations to govern this particular working environment to ensure that it complies with organizational settings. So as you can see, Lana, the institutional theory is very critical in assisting organizations make strong structures. And when it also comes to participation in form regarding participation of an entity in corporate social responsibility, CSR activities. So when it comes to the issues of corporate social responsibility activities, then an organization can be able to look at how it can be able to engage in relation to corporate social responsibility activities to be able to enhance its presence. So, Lana, as you can see, when it comes to the institutional theory, the institutional theory is very wide in terms of its application. There is also assisting in managing change in an organization, managing change in an organization, managing change in an organization. So when you are looking at change is the only constant within a working setting. And when you have an organization that takes into consideration serious response to what is happening within the environment, then an organization can be able to assist, to be assisted in making this particular change management so that it is tackled swiftly in accordance to the expectation of that organization. Then number 8, formulation of progressive human resource management practices, formulation of progressive human resource management practices. So institutional theory can also inform in relation to what kind of human resource management practices can be adopted. This could be in the area of, for example, employee recruitment, areas of employee training, areas of performance management, performance appraisal. So those are areas where the human resource department or the human resource management function and the organization at large can be able to gain from when it comes to using the institutional theory. So dear learner, in our lesson today, we have looked at the institutional theory, which is under the foundational theories of human resource management. And we have indicated that institutional theory seeks to explain the processes and reasons for organizational behavior, as well as the effect of organizational behavior patterns within a broader interorganizational context. Then we have gone ahead and indicated that institutions are defined as conventional, standardized patterns of behavior found within and across organizations and giving meaning to social exchange and order. And we have seen that institutional theory was introduced in the late 1970s by John Mayer and Brian Rowan as a means to explore further how organizations fit with, are related to, and were shaped by their societal, state, national, and global environments. Then we have gone ahead and looked at institutional isomorphism, where we have indicated that this is a situation where organizations operate and take actions that make them operate within the expectations of their environment. environments, institutional isomorphism. This is a situation where organizations operate and take actions that make them operate within the expectations of the environments. And we have looked at 3 ways of achieving institutional isomorphism, and we have indicated that these 3 ways are: 1, coercive process. And this coercive process, an organization has to comply with the set regulations and standards in order to be able to operate effectively within the environment. Then 2, mimetic processes, where we have indicated that this is where an institution does things in accordance to others to give meaning to its action, for example, implementation of strategy. And number 3, normative processes. This is where an institution effects changes to reflect what is taking place in the environment so that it can also continue coexisting with the environment. So now we have gone ahead and looked at the application of institutional theory. How can it be applied? How can it assist us in decision making? And we have said that number 1, it informs the formulation of organizational strategies. Number 2, assists an organization to develop standard operating procedures. Number 3, can underpin research for informed decision making. Number 4, help in the creation of organizational structures, department, sections, and branches. Number 5, creation of norms, rules, and regulations. Number 6, inform regarding participation of an entity in corporate social responsibility, CSR activities. Number 7, assisting in managing change in an organization. And number 8, formulation of progressive human resource management practices. So, dear learner, those are just some of the areas or environments where the institutional theory can be applied in general management and in human resource management in particular. So before we finish our lesson, I want to give you an assignment. And your assignment for today's lesson, discuss the application of the institutional theory in management. So, dear learner, that is your assignment for our lesson today, which was institutional theory. Discuss the application of the institutional theory in management. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for participating in the lesson. Thank you.